It's Thursday, and despite winter's last gasp yesterday, I mean, it was brutal here. The wind was blowing like crazy. One of the windiest days I ever remember in Connecticut in my life. And the high never got past the mid-20s. Today it's 40 and sunny out. I don't know if that's showing up, but it's pretty nice out. Not too windy at all today. The Housatonic looks great. Normal flow for today would be over 2,200 CFS. Typically, the third week of March to maybe second week of April usually sees the highest average flows of the year due to snow melt and rain. And over the last 3 weeks, the snow's getting chipped away at. I'd say the snow is 90, maybe 95% gone. There's very little snow. And from Friday onward, well, today onward, you have highs in the 40s and 50s, even at the high 50s, nights averaging in the low 30s. I don't see any major rain events. We do have a couple 50-50 chances of showers for Friday and Sunday. We'll keep you posted. That could change. Today's looking really nice. Saturday's looking really nice with a high in the upper 40s and clouds. Good fishing days. The river's about 800 today. Greenish, clear. That is not often the case at this time of March. You know, I'd say 1,500 to 3,000 would be a lot more typical with it being murky. You don't always catch a lot of fish in March because they haven't stocked yet. So you're looking at 100% holdover fish. They're pretty. They're fat. It's definitely a quality over quantity month. You got to work for them, but when you do hit pay dirt, it's very satisfying. If you're getting stocked up for the season, we're selling a lot of fly lines and stuff like that. We can hook you up, leaders, flies, waders, wading shoes, new rod, reel, whatever you need. I'm pretty well stocked on fly lines. That's always a popular item in March and April. We also have some clinics coming up of note. All of a sudden, I've had 3 people sign up for the Davey Watton clinic between today and yesterday. He's doing 1 day of wet flies and soft tackles and 1 day of trophy/big trout. For those of you who don't know, Davey Watton is a Welsh transplant, and he is probably the best living wet fly fisherman in the world. So a day of instruction from him in that, and you're literally getting instruction from the best guy in the world. He's also doing a day of big trout/trophy trout techniques, and he has caught an obscene number of large trout in his lifetime, with a lot of them being wild brown trout, which are the toughest of all to catch. His biggest brown trout, and this is a resident river trout, not a lake run fish from the Great Lakes, was out of the White River where he's stationed, and it was over 25 pounds. So he knows a thing or two about catching big fish. Aaron Jasper's doing 2 nymph clinics for us in the latter part of April. 1 beginner to intermediate clinic. There'll be a good tune-up for a lot of you guys. And he's doing one for people that have a basic grasp of indicator nymphing, but maybe want to learn more about it, and maybe want to learn more about Euro-style nymphing. That's going to be a full-day deal. If you go on our Facebook page or our website, we have all the clinics and upcoming events. I'm also doing a free orientation for the lower TMA on the Housatonic. That would be the Bullsbridge TMA. I think on the 2nd Saturday in April. Again, it's listed up there. Anybody's welcome to come. It's kind of a neat one because that section of the river gets very little fishing pressure. And there are a few easy accesses, but a good chunk of it requires a 5, 10, 15-minute walk. So it's a good place if you want to find a little solitude. Hope to see some of you folks here this weekend.